It's episode 18, everybody, of Robbie's Cooking Sunday. And today we're doing strawberry and chocolate pizza. So obviously when it comes to titles of our dishes on Robbie's Cooking Sunday, nothing is ever going to match up to the amazing sea bass dish called Rest in Peace. But strawberry and chocolate pizza, it does exactly what it says on the tin. It's a pizza with strawberries and chocolate on top of it. So the first thing we need to do is make our pizza base. Now, I have started this off as the long-suffering sous chef in the house. I have started this off. So we have got in this bowl 175 grams of plain flour and 25 grams of butter, and they have been rubbed together to make breadcrumbs. Now we are going to do this pizza base with yeast because we haven't had a disaster on Robbie's Cooking Sunday for several weeks, and we thought, well, what better thing to do then but do some cooking with yeast. So the first thing we need to do, Robbie, is this orange packet here is the yeast, and we need a teaspoonful of that yeast in the bowl. So there's little one's a teaspoon. Yeah, put it in. Just maybe give it a little mix round with the teaspoon. Lovely, wonderful. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to add some liquid to the mixture. Now this recipe, because we're using a children's recipe, wants us to be lovely and healthy and has encouraged us to put apple juice in. However, we don't have any apple juice. So we have here some warm water that's been boiled and put in here to cool it down a bit and make it warm rather than hot water. And to that, Robbie, I want you to put a dessert spoonful of sugar. So that's the dessert spoon. Put a dessert spoonful of sugar. Okay, and put it in the bowl, not in the bowl, in the jug, and mix it round. Mix, just to make that water a bit sweeter. Do you reckon we need a bit more sugar? Should we put a little bit more? Yeah, half a dessert spoonful more. Naughty mummy. Okay, and mix that round. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is add it to our mixture. Now we need... Oh, we've got another mixing dance going here. Excellent. Right, we need 4 tablespoons. Now, this thing is really clever. It's not just a shot glass. It measures out tablespoons. So I think there's a bit, there we go. Here we go. So it measures out a maximum of 3 tablespoons. So we'll need to put in either 2 lots of 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons and 1 tablespoon. So if you want to fill it up, either to there or to there, up to you. Shall I hold it? Right, okay. So that's 3 tablespoons. So pour that in and add an extra 1 tablespoon. Pour that in the bowl and then add an extra 1 tablespoon. We can always add some more liquid if we need it. Okay, where's the tablespoons one? There we go. There we are. So add it to the 1 tablespoon line. Wonderful. Right, okay, stop. Right, put that in. So that's our liquid, our supposedly sugary water. Now we need to mix this round to start to form a dough. Now, I don't know whether a fork or a spoon would be better for this. Do you want to start with the spoon? Give it a mix and see if it starts to form a dough. You might need to hold the bowl, darling. You will need to hold the bowl, or I'll need to hold it. Let's see how it's going. Right, what I'd do then, Robbie, is I'd just roll your sleeves up and get your hands in and try and make that into a ball of dough. Try and make it into a ball of dough as best you can. 9-year-old making a ball of dough. What can go wrong? Doesn't matter if you don't get all the flour in, Robbie, because... Great. Okay, that's starting to look good. Right, okay. So we've made that into sort of a ball of dough. That's not bad. Okay, just gonna finish that off one-handed for you. Right, okay. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to knead the dough. So we need to grab some flour, and the flour's behind you. Right. I'm sorry, my darling. Open the flour, put a bit of flour on here, and then can you remember what I said we needed to do? We need to kind of stretch and fold the dough. So I'm going to try and do that, stretch and fold the dough. So stretch and fold the dough, a bit like this, and then use this bit of your hand, like that. Very hard to do one-handed. And then fold it over, okay, and then fold it over again, and then do the same thing again. Stretch the dough, like that, and fold it over again. Okay, and we'll keep going. Oh, you're having like one more go. I think it's nearly done. Wonderful. Right, so then what we need to do with this dough is we need to, it's got yeast in it, so we need to leave the yeast to do its stuff. So we're going to put it in a bowl and cover it over and then leave it somewhere, probably nearish a radiator, for about half an hour to 45 minutes, and then we shall do the next bit. So we're back. We left it probably about 40 minutes near a radiator. It hasn't really got that big, if we're honest. I think it perhaps needs to be left a little bit longer, but never mind. It's dough, it's going to have chocolate, it's going to have strawberries on it. It's all going to be fine. So we're going to roll it out, ready to put it in the oven. Robbie, if we put the baking parchment over it, then it won't stick. So I've oiled one of these posh pizza stones, because we're quite posh really, and Robbie's going to roll it out. Don't worry if it's not a perfect circle, Robbie. I think the baking parchment's causing more hassle than it's worth. Maybe. Do you want to try it without? Should we try it without? I think the baking parchment's causing more hassle than it's worth. There we go. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle. It's going to have chocolate on it, so it really doesn't matter. Shall we just have a go at making it even? It's reckoned that this dough makes a 10-inch pizza, but yeah, it doesn't. Right, okay, I think that looks good. So because we are not cooking a topping on this, I mean, you could do it without the little bit of sugar that we put in and put cheese and tomato and what have you on it perfectly easily. But because we are going to cook it and then put chocolate and strawberries on it, we're just going to put it in the oven like this. We're going to have a look and see what it's like after about 20 minutes. I'm not really sure how long it's going to cook. And then we shall be back to put the topping on. Yeah. He's got the steak knife. Well done, Robbie. Excellent. I'm not sure about the steak knife and the red eye flash thing, but never mind. Okay, so here it is. Now, something's gone slightly wrong here. I don't quite know what, but I've never ever got on with cooking with yeast, and I think this is just another one of those occasions. So it's a bit biscuity, pastry, whatever. However, we're going to put chocolate and strawberries on it, and it's going to be lovely. That's not what you use for the chocolate. Shall we start with the chocolate, Robbie? I'd use a spoon for spreading the chocolate. Hang on. Just wipe that on there. Right, okay, get a spoon and get the flat bladed knife. And spread that over it. You need a bit more than that. So this is chocolate hazelnut spread that we're using. Chocolate spread everywhere. A bit more, that little corner. Do that little corner. Dragging your sleeve in it. Amazing. Right, okay, wonderful. Yeah, lots of finger licking. Lovely. Right, let's just take those. Right, next thing, strawberries. Strawberries are washed, so Robbie's going to cut the strawberries up. You managing? Do you want to come off the stool? Would you find that easier? I think you're outgrowing that stool, Robbie. I think we're going to have to get the lower stool out for you to use and give that one to your little brother. You're going to slice them up a bit, Robs. Slice them up a bit. Might want to quarter them. Okay, do you want to quarter them? No. Okay, let's see. I've still got some very chocolatey spoons in my hand there. There we are, chocolate and strawberry pizza. Well done, Robbie. We shall look forward to eating that. We will see you next week for another episode of Robbie's Cooking Sunday. Bye-bye, everybody.